I'm gonna show you how the parameters of a WaveMaker surface affect the simulation. The first parameter we see is the descriptor. It is mandatory to have a descriptor file attached to the surface. It is a scriptable object file in your project, and it defines the number of cells or resolution and stores the initial setup. You can switch between different setups and share this information between surfaces. After you have chosen the number of cells, you can choose the size of the surface, which will set their size for this given surface. Here we can set the width and depth. It is a local size. That means that we can change the size also by using the scale in the transform component. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but I recommend setting the scale to 1 and the size of the surface itself using these. Now let's see what the parameters section does. Let's hit play to see the effect in real time. Substeps should always be 1, unless you want to fix stability problems. Keep it always at 1 or at least a very low value. Otherwise, you will waste milliseconds and the efficiency of the whole project will be compromised. Find the stability tutorial to know more about this. The propagation speed is the velocity at which waves move. Propagation speed cannot be very high, or again, the stability of the simulation can be affected. A warning will come up telling you which values are okay. In the stability tutorial, you will find more information. Just try to keep it at a value that doesn't give you a warning. Damping changes the lifespan of waves, or how far waves can go. The higher value, the shorter the waves are and the more creamy the liquid looks. Waves will stay forever if damping is set to 0. And it's not a good idea to leave it like that. For water, a value of 3 is nice. Wave smoothness behaves similar to damping. It reduces local noise if you don't like the look of it. Setting it to a very high value will stop waves from simulating. A value of 0.7 for water is nice. Vertical and horizontal scale change how much an interactor touching the surface creates waves. This interactor only has horizontal velocity, so let's change that value. Setting this too high will scale the waves too much, maybe crossing the mesh of the interactor, so try to find the setting that fits the look of your project. Here's the effect of vertical scale on an interactor moving up and down. Speed clamp will avoid high-speed interactors from hitting the surface and make huge waves. Their velocity will be clamped by this value. Use this in case you have interactors that can go really fast and you want to avoid huge waves. If you have problems with the speed of a particular interactor, especially if it is not stable, you can make it smoother by activating the speed damping setting on the interactor component. Leave it off if you don't need it. Parameters about fixed cells and the paint mode are explained in another tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.